Good morning. Welcome to my stamp room. I'm Christy Waite, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Michigan, and today I'm going to share a gift card holder with you. Today is Tuesday, and we are going to be making this gift card holder. Isn't that sweet? And then your gift card holder fits right in there. So we're going to be making that, but today we're going to be making it with current product. I want to give a shout out to my friend Kendra, who she had a class planned years ago, and she just never used the product, and so she gifted me her product. And it's just so great that I did keep this stamp set. I just love it, and it's called Sensational Christmas. And oh, these are just super old. What Kendra used is our 2-tag topper steel ruled die. And all these items are discontinued, even the ink colors of Lucky Limeade and Starfruit. However, Cherry Cobbler is still current. So we're going to make this same card in current product. So here we go. This is our card for today. So we got the cute little snowman from Snowman Season, yeah, Snowman Season, the stamp set Snowman Season, and the Snowman Builder Punch. Pull it out, and then there's your gift card in here. You can write a little greeting on there. So let me tell you what you're going to need for this. You're going to need a piece of real red cardstock that measures 5.5 by 4, and then I scored it at 1/2 and 3, and then I burnished it with my bone folder. I'm going to set that aside. Then I took a piece of Coastal Cabana. This measures 1 3/4 inch by 8.5 inches, and I scored that at 4 1/4. So I'm going to fold that in half, and then I'm going to pull out my my Delightful Day Tag Topper Punch. Can you see that? I got the label there. And one layer at a time, I'm going to put that in there. Make sure it's centered. And punch. There we go. And then we'll do it on the other side as well. Push it in all the way. And there we go. We got all that lovely paper. Okay, so what we're going to do with this is simply bring in my stapler, and I'm going to staple it right there. Now we're going to set that aside. You're also going to need a piece of real red that is cut using our our layering circle dies. So this is the scallop die that I used for that. So that would be number 3, 1, 3, 5, 7. So number 3 is what I cut this piece out for. I'm going to set that aside. And then our circles that we're going to be using are number 1 and number 2. So let me pull those out right here. And we're going to be using our Snowman Season stamp set. Let me pull that out for you a minute. Here's our stamp set. So cute, so much fun. And in Michigan, we sure get our fair share of snow, and they say that we're going to be getting another bad winter, so who knows? We just never really know. Okay, so what I did is I made myself a little mask. I saw this on someone's blog, and so I don't take any credit for it, but I have been using this tip for years. So then what I did is I laid my pieces inside here and then picked it up with my block. And since I'm going to be using this stamp set quite a bit during the winter season, Christmas holidays and all that, I'm keeping this right on the block so I don't have to redo it all the time. So let's pull out our Memento ink. And we're going to stamp our snowman. We'll just get all our elements going. There we go. And now I pull out my Snowman Builder Punch. And I can slide it in just like that. Line it up. I take a little extra time to make sure all pieces are lined up the way I want them. And punch. So now I have my snowman, a little hat, and 2 arms. It does have a little punch for the nose, but I won't be using that one. So let's go ahead and do some coloring. I used the pumpkin pie marker for the nose. And then for the hat, I went ahead and did it ahead of time. So I'll show you what I used for that. I used the Real Red Dark blends for the berries. I used dark Granny Apple Green for the leaves. You see that? I used Coastal Cabana marker. We do not have a Coastal Cabana blend, but I used my marker for the hat band, right there. And then I used the light black, the light basic black for the hat itself. So that's all the coloring that I did. I'm going to set those aside a minute and we can get started. I'm going to show you how to cut your hole. Let me bring in my big shot. And let's see, I want to cut my designer paper first. Now, I forgot to tell you that this is the designer paper that we're using from Let It Snow, and this measures 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. You know, I'll have all these measurements written on my blog, so you can hop over there and check it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on our Big Shot platform, and I'm going to pull in my dies. Now, I told you we're using die number 1 and die number 2. Okay, so number 2 is larger. So I'm going to go with number 2. I'm going to center that so it's about halfway. Make sure it's centered here, but halfway centered this way as well. And my top plate, which is very well loved, you can tell. And we'll run that through. I'm going to set this aside for a quick minute, but we're going to cut the other piece as well. So now I'm going to attach this to the card front. Oh, turn it over. And that's going to go on, let's see, what side did I decide to put it on? I decided to put it on this side right here. Like that, okay? I wanted to put that on first so I know where I'm going when I'm cutting out the next section. Okay, so now we're gonna pull out our die number 1, and I'm gonna turn it this way easier, and I just line that up so that the outside of my circle fits to the inside of the cut, like that. I think I put my Big Shot on my table backwards. That's a little awkward. There, now we'll set that aside. And then we get this. Now, originally, when Kendra made hers, she used a 1 3/8 inch punch and a 1 1/4 inch punch. But since those are not current, I did not want to show those. So if you have those punches, that is easier, but I also wanted to show you that it is possible to change things up and use what is current. So we'll set those aside, and I'm going to get out my double-sided sticky tape. It's called tear and tape. We're going to put tear and tape down this 1/2 inch section right here. Burnish that down with my nail, and then it comes off pretty slick. And we're just gonna fold that over. Now there's a little extra there, and I just can't let that go, so I'm just gonna trim that down just a little bit, clean it up. I love it already. Now we're just gonna build on our snowman. So because we want to be able to tuck this like this, we don't want to put adhesive on this section here. So I'm gonna grab my glue dots. I'm gonna put a glue dot right there. And then I'm gonna add my scallop circle. And I'm gonna get some glue dots out. Okay, let's move these. And I'm gonna attach the snowman's stick arms. All right, one on each side. And I don't want them to stick out too far. So there we go. And more dimensionals. We'll put 3 there. And we'll put him right here on our scallop circle. And our little hat that I already colored ahead of time, I'll attach that with a glue dot. And I want my glue dot to be just a little bit smaller, so I'm just gonna roll it up a little bit and attach it to his head. I didn't want sticky to hang up over here. And that's as simple as it is. You got your gift card, and you tuck your gift card in here, like this. And then you tuck it inside here, and then that part gets hidden. Now, for our sentiment, I used a stamp from Let It Shine. Where's that stamp set? I want to show that to you. Well, I set it aside and I don't know what I did with it. So I'm sorry that I can't show that to you. It's the one with the ballerina. Let me find it in the catalog for you because you're gonna love it. My granddaughter is a dancer, and she's been in ballet since she was probably in 3rd grade. Okay. I think I got the name of the stamp set wrong. It is on page... Oh, I went the wrong direction. Sorry. This is not what you wanted to be watching me do, is it? There it is. Born to Shine. Born to Shine. Look at these beautiful ballet dancers. Dancing is like dreaming with your feet. And Gracie does such a great job. I'll have to introduce her to you sometime. Sorry I didn't have that sitting out. I have to locate it. So anyways, I used the For You. I loved the little scripty. Here it is on the, I loved that. So I pulled out a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures 1/2 inch because I always have a lot of those left over when I am cutting for my cards, like for the insides of my cards. We'll pull out our Real Red ink and we will stamp that right there. And this is our classic label punch. When I turn it around, I can see exactly where I'm going. And this measures like 3/8 of an inch. So there's always extra room on the side. So if I had it crooked a little bit, I would be good. Now, to me, that label is too long. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take our label that we already cut out, and I'm going to tuck it back inside here. And there we go. And I'm just going to guess at how long I want it to be. And turn it over and do the same. Right about there. And now I get a shorter version. And so that just shows you how you can change things up. And my dimensionals, we don't want a full dimensional, so we're going to just cut one in half. We do have our little mini dimensionals, which would work perfectly for that as well. Take the backs off and attach it. There. Now this gift card holder would also work very well with good old cash. So you could, instead of putting a gift card in there, you could put some cash in there. I know some friends are already looking forward to making this. So what I wanted to tell you about my Tuesday classes, I call it Come Stamp With Me. And each Tuesday I open my craft room to open house style. And I set out 4 different stations. I have a variety of cards. It varies from week to week. And the ladies come in when they can, they leave when they must. They can make as many or as few cards as they want. I have some ladies that are very regularly come and they make 1. And then I have others that regularly come and they'll make 8 or 6, depending what they need in their stash. So I know that the gift card holders, one of my best sellers at Christmas time. So because Kendra gave me all her goodies, I just give her a big shout out. Thank you, Kendra. The ladies will be making this one with the mug. But I will have some of these with the snowmen also available for purchase. And I keep my classes low priced so that everyone can enjoy the gift of making cards. I am in it for a business, and I am trying to earn the incentive trip each and every year. I have yet to do so, but I am hoping that maybe this year, if I work extra hard, I will be able to do so. And in order to achieve that, it is through sales. Sales, or if I would have some of you sign up, become a demonstrator, that would help me as well. But check out on my blog, check my YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And I will see you again another day. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.